Hey Libra besties, what's going on? We're gonna do just a really quick reading here to pull some energy and see what the messages are. So let's get into this. I just literally said a prayer over your energy, asked for the records to be open so that we can kind of explore what's going on right here. So right away, let me move these over a little bit. Right away we have the Hermit, the Knight of Swords, and look, they're both looking back. Why is that? Why are they both? It's like they're both looking backwards. Okay, that's interesting. So that's catching my attention. The Knight and the Knight of Swords and the Hermit, the King of Cups, the Three of Wands, and let's get one, there we go, and the Ten of Wands. Okay, so introspection with the Hermit. The Hermit is all about finding your inner light, about going into a little bit of like a retreat and being alone. This is Virgo energy here with the Hermit. And this is really about getting the answers that you seek, like deep within yourself, like finding your own path, finding your own North Star, figuring out how to find your purpose. This might have been something you've been working on because he is looking to the past. You also have the Knight of Swords coming up, and this is someone who's really on a mission. Like once the Knight of Swords gets their mind set to something, there's no stopping them. He uses his intellect to achieve his goals, but he comes in hot. You can see, like, he looks like he is just diving. Look at the horse. The horse is like, holy shit. The trees are fucking blowing in the background. Like, there is a sense of urgency with this knight. So maybe this was something really critical that you had to figure out for yourself, or something that you just had to spend some time alone, like trying to figure out or understand. You also have the King of Cups showing up in your main energy. This is the most emotionally mature knight in the tarot. King, sorry. Very emotionally mature. This king does not let his emotions get the best of him. He's very level-headed. He's just really in touch with his emotions. He's very spiritual. He has a lot of empathy and compassion, and he is just like, when anything negative happens with him, he's just able to keep his emotions under control and kind of think with like a cool, calm, collected perspective. He's really good with personal boundaries. So I don't know if this is something that you are working on. But he's really a good balance between the heart and the head, honestly. Like, so the King of Cups is very grounded. I do feel like there could be a lot of emotional turmoil going on around you right now, but I don't think that you're affected by it. The Three of Wands is action. That is the card of taking action. The Two of Wands is about coming up with a plan and figuring out what you're going to do. And then once we get the Three of Wands, we're ready to actually do it, right? So this is something progressing, moving along, steady and as expected, because you were prepared. You prepared for something, and what you prepared to end a struggle. The Ten of Wands talks about something being really hard, but it's over. Like maybe you did something the hard way. This card comes up when you took on you're taking on some sort of an extra burden or a heavier workload or greater responsibility, and it's been weighing you down. It's been making the job tougher, but it was temporary and it's over. So maybe that's what you were figuring out with this Hermit energy, how to do something a little bit smarter or with less energy or effort, or how to delegate. The Ten of Swords pops up though when we're starting to get burnt out. So just be aware of that, Libra, okay? In the underlying problem, we have the Eight of Cups so far. We have Temperance and we have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Eight of Cups, and we have Strengths. We've got three major arcanas that have come out so far, plus the Hermit over here. But the Eight of Cups is about a sacrifice, right? It's saying that we have to give something up. You have to walk away from something that was, at this point has become a disappointment, or it's not what it used to be. This could be something that used to really fill these cups for you, and now you're realizing that you're kind of at the end of that rope. You're at the end of that story, and it's time to move on. It's time to pivot. Three of Wands, right? So something that, yeah, was just once, like, could be a living arrangement, could be a creative project, could be a job, could be a relationship, it could be anything, but something that once brought you a lot of joy is now bringing you pain or disappointment. These are three absolutely amazing cards right here. Temperance, Wheel of Fortune, Strength, like mwah, 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 chef's kiss. And look at that, you've got card 8, card 10, card 14. So we have Sag here, Sagittarius with Temperance, we've got some drops of Jupiter with the Wheel of Fortune, and we've got Leo with the Strength. So with this Temperance card, Temperance is all about moderation, and Temperance is about being patient. You know, what else is Temperance about? Temperance is just about bringing balance, moderation to your life. I feel like with these things, so again, this King of Cups, we did talk about, he's really good at setting personal boundaries. So maybe this boundary that you're setting by walking away from someone or walking away from something is bringing you the peace that you've been longing for, right? This flow of water from one cup to the other talks about like this flow, that like the life force flow, basically, that you need to, you can either be in flow with the energy or you can resist it. And this card really talks about just remaining calm. A lot of messages here about remaining calm even when life feels stressful or frantic. Maintain an even temperament, manage your emotions. This reading is really talking about managing your emotions, Libra, okay? You've got the Wheel of Fortune, which I love here. The Wheel of Fortune is a card that basically says that the wheel continues to spin no matter what's going on. And so again, we have to learn how to ride the wheel and not fall off. You know what I mean? This upright Wheel of Fortune with Temperance and Strength does make me feel, though, that, you know, I feel like you have been potentially waiting a long time for something to go your way, for something to break. And it does look like your life is returning to normal soon with the Wheel of Fortune, okay? This card is also with the Law of Attraction. So we've got Jupiter, which is luck. We've got the Law of Attraction. You're drawing something in because your confidence is increasing. You're maintaining a cool, calm, collected perspective. You're very in touch with your emotions. You don't let anyone trigger you. Like, you're really figuring this part of life out, honestly. Like, this is like a huge a life skill, figuring out how to set personal boundaries and how to not let people take advantage of us. This card talks about being optimistic, having faith, like the universe will take care of you. The tide is turning with the Wheel of Fortune, okay? The tide is definitely turning. And then you have Strength here. So you just have to be confident and be strong and know that in the most calming, loving energy that you can tame any beast that comes your way. This lion is a symbol of raw passion and desire, and she's taming him. You know what I mean? So this shows that animal instinct and raw passion can be expressed in positive ways when inner strength and resilience are applied. She's not using force, she's not using coercion, she just channels her inner strength to subdue and subtly control the lion. So maybe you have some sort of a lion in your life, like a problem or something that you're trying to learn how to manage, but really the way to manage the problem is by managing yourself, Libra, by managing your own emotions and by managing your temper and, you know, all that good stuff. So you definitely have the ability to overcome any obstacle, and Strength is about knowing that you can endure life's obstacles. You have stamina, you're persistent, right? You have a balanced underlying patience and an inner calm, and you're committed to what you need to do, and you go about it in a way that shows your composure and your maturity, or that's what you need to do, because this is coming up in the underlying problem. So it looks like this has been the struggle for you, right? Three of Swords, there's a lot of hurt here for some reason. There's a lot of hurt. Maybe you've been lied to, definitely had your heart broken in some sort of way. You know, the Three of Swords is all about just being deeply hurt and disappointed. You know, these swords could these could be someone else's words, someone else's actions, and they've inflicted some sort of pain on you. Pain, sadness, grief, heartbreak, okay? This could have been unexpected. It could have come out of the blue, making it even more painful. So you're really, right now, the struggle for you is figuring out how to maintain your composure, how to not let your emotions get the best of you, and how to, Sorry. Let me move these cards. I was trying to move the camera back. I didn't realize it was at the very edge of the table. I'm in a hotel room. Okay. All right, so, and the Three of Swords can be about an emotional release. So maybe it's time to release something so that you can just move on from it, you know? As part of your solution, we've got the moon showing up. The moon is like looking at things through a fucking kaleidoscope, okay? The moon throws shadows and illusion, and things are not as they seem when the moon card comes up. This is part of your solution. So know that, and also I'm feeling that you might have obstacles or challenges that you just have to face head on. The lobster or whatever whatever this crustacean is, it only moves forward. It can't crawl backwards. And these towers represent problems, right? So this is saying you have to move forward on this path through. You just have to tackle something head on and see it for what it is, because maybe if you're trying to hide from it or you're scared of it, you could be making this out to be way worse than it really is. Okay, so definitely there's something here about seeing something for what it is, not being disillusioned, and just facing your fears. We have a King of Wands showing up, more Leo energy. You've got 2 Leo and a Sag card here. A lot of fire energy, 10 of Wands, 3 of Wands. This is a lot of fire, a lot of passion. There's definitely a lot of feelings and passion and fire behind all of this. The King of Wands is about confidence, baby. With the Strength card, right? You have to be confident and just believe in yourself. Even though there is some grief and some sadness, right? You're going to have to fucking fake it till you make it, okay? That's what this King of Wands and this 5 of Cups is saying. Fake it till you make it. Like, you got this, all right? King of Wands is also, it's just pure fire in masculine form, like fire energy in masculine form. He's a visionary, the King of Wands. He is just a natural born leader. People follow the King of Wands and they don't even know why. So this is part of your solution. This is what you need to embody. Not being afraid. All this green is giving me heart chakra vibes. So yes, although he's confident and he's not afraid and he is assertive and he just goes for shit, he also knows how to maintain this very mature emotional balance as well, okay? He does not, you think of the King of Wands, you think of Leo, you think of temper and a hothead, but this King of Wands has his shit together. And salamanders represent I think they're represent protection from fire or something like that. So he can't get burned. That's what this card is kind of saying. You can't get burned. You can walk into the fire right now and you will be protected, Libra, okay? The Chariot looked like it almost just wanted to pop out. Yeah, again, I'm getting this clear vision. You have a clear vision of where you want to go. You've got the 5 of Swords, so definitely a lot of challenges. We have 2 5s right here. 5s are always about challenges, conflict, change, okay? 5s are a difficult card. I'm not going to lie to you. This is part of your solution, though. You have to go through this. You have to feel this pain, process these emotions, and keep moving forward. I think that's the big thing, too, right now, is don't stop. Keep moving forward. Last card. Oh, my God, stop it. You got the Star. I love that. The Star is one of my favorite cards in the Major Arcana. She comes right after the Tower to basically let us know that there is a fresh start. The Star follows turmoil. The Star follows turmoil, okay? And it comes as a welcome reprieve after a period of destruction. So again, you've had a lot of challenges. You've stripped yourself bare of any limiting beliefs that previously held you back. You're realizing that at your core, you're realizing who you are at your core beneath all the layers, right? No matter what life throws your way, you know that you've always been connected to the divine. The divine is with you, and that you have the ability and the power to figure, it's like you get it. The Star always makes me think of it's like something that got fucked up in your life. The Star gives you the ability. It's almost like you get hindsight, with the Star, because you get a chance to kind of do it again, but in a totally, of course, it's life, right? It's not just hit the reset button. No, it's going to be a little bit different, but you are going to get to take the lessons that you've learned through all of this and apply it to this fresh start. You have a new sense of self, a new appreciation for the core of your being, just renewed hope and faith, knowing that you're truly blessed by the universe, okay? So you have support here through this difficult time, 100% Libra. I'm loving this for you. I'm going to leave it there because I have to run. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. Please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe, and I will talk to you later. Smooches.